that you were never able to encroach on the Zerg's position and deny bases more heavily than just with the Marine drops really hindered you. And the fact that the Zerg took this base up here is fucking hilarious, man. You can't control your side of the map. There's no reason that you shouldn't have. There's no reason for you not to have another base up here when you had over 4,000 minerals for that long. And again, if we look at the unit count, I mean, he's only got 4 infestors. That's not that many. You might be a little bit heavy on siege tanks. 9 siege tanks? No, that's alright. That's reasonable. 12 medevacs. That is actually probably too many medevacs. Probably better off to lose a few of those, have a couple more Thors, or actually Vikings. If like 6 of these medevacs were Vikings, you'd be in a much better position. And again, these Marine drops are great, but let's see, like, just slowly move, like, leapfrog your tanks. Just unsiege, move up, unsiege, move up, siege, move up, siege, move up. I know it's not the easiest thing in the world, but you gotta start clearing this creep sometime. And let me guess, does your, oh man, if you had, but just think about this, if you had 6 more siege tanks with, or 6 more barracks with reactors on them, you could remax so quickly. Oh man, alright, well that was really bad. That's part of your problem, that fungal was that effective. I didn't even see these Marines stimming. There they are, there's the stim. And, you know, you actually still did pretty decent against this. Oh god, do you rage quit in 30 seconds? Because you haven't lost this, by the way. You have not lost at all. You didn't lose. You haven't lost yet. You actually can still win. Well, okay, actually, realistically, if you had built your production up. So think about this. If you have 4,000 minerals in the bank, you're never going to be able to spend that all at one time. You're never going to be able to fill all these production queues at one time once you're unmaxed. So that means you have to invest in higher production so that you can have increased production and remax after you trade armies. Because that wasn't that unfavorable for you. Like, it wasn't great. It could have been better. If these had been Vikings, it would have been better. And if you had, I mean, there's little things you can do that are always nicer with like kind of stimming your Marines and splitting up your ghosts. But that wasn't the real issue. The real issue was your lack of production follow-up. So now Zerg has more Lings producing. A bunch of Lings already popped. See this stream of units reinforcing? Well, you just never ever got your production to the point where you could match the Zerg, where you could come back. You had a strong army that you sat on for a really long time while amassing a bunch of money and not increasing your production capacity, and then letting the Zerg's army match your army, get up to your size of your army, and then they traded, and the Zerg still has production and you don't. Because if you look at, you know, production for the Zerg is based off of larva, which is based off of hatcheries, which is based off of he has 7, 8, if you count this one, and I guess 7 if you don't count that one you killed, but he has a lot of hatcheries. And you don't have a lot of barrackses. You have not enough barrackses to remax on 3/3 Marines, which would just melt through this, especially without medevacs you had. And the Zerg is going to come down here. You know what? This isn't actually enough to kill this. You can, if you had just continued building Vikings, continued building units over here, and repaired this, and have taken this base, and have had built more barrackses. I know I'm saying a lot of what ifs, but you didn't lose. You won this game, man. You defeated yourself. Oh man, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to say it. I love it. Let's see. I'm gonna end that right there, and then spend like 30 seconds looking at my stream thread. Let's see. Is there people still watching? 2, 1. One person was watching. Well, you know what? I'll take it. I will take it, because that, you know, that just made my day. That's really great. Close this. And I hope that helped, man.